And that's for matrix acidizing, carbonate acidizing, and sandstone acidizing. Lastly, we have hydraulic fracturing. In fracturing, so what is actually hydraulic fracturing? Hydraulic fracturing is again well stimulation treatment performed by, this is the keyword, injecting fluid above the fracture pressure. We frac the well, we frac the reservoir to create a highly conductive path from the reservoir to the wellbore to increase the well productivity. Okay, so again, we meet with the productivity index. Yeah, the productivity, that's the key. So by fracking the reservoir, by fracturing the reservoir, we improve the productivity. And this is the geometry of the fracture. We have XF, half length of the fracture. We have width, the width of the fracture, and HF, the height of the fracture. Okay. And how actually the fracture improve the productivity? The fracture can improve, can increase the productivity through some ways. The first way is by enhancing the wellbore area. So if you have ideal well, original well like this one, the flow area is actually can be calculated using this one. The periphery multiplied by thickness. Oke. Area flow dari sumur itu adalah keliling lingkaran ini dikali ketebalan. But if you have fracture, if you have this fracture shown by these red triangles, and you convert the area to be the circle, then you have equivalent wellbore radius. Okay, you know the XF of the wellbore of the fracture, and you convert to equivalent wellbore radius, which is 2 per pi multiplied by XF. So if you know the XF, the half length of your fracture, now you can calculate the equivalent wellbore radius. So it's like the wellbore area will be bigger because of the fracture. But it's not real. It's just an analogy. Jadi ketika kita punya fracture, itu seolah-olah ya, ini seolah-olah wellbore-nya itu, wellbore radiusnya itu membesar. Dari awalnya RW, now it becomes RW accent, which is significantly bigger than RW. So if you have bigger radius, you will have bigger or higher productivity index. That's simple. If you have bigger well, then your flow rate will be bigger also. So that's the first way why the fracturing can increase the productivity index. And the second way is by changing the flow regime. In original well, we only have radial flow regime. And the pressure drop in radial flow regime can be quite high. But now, due to the fracture, we have a combination of linear flow regime and bilinear flow regime. Linear here. All right. We have linear flow and we have bilinear flow. This one, this is linear, horizontal, and the vertical is also linear. So we have linear flow and bilinear flow. And later on, we have semi-radial flow. And the flow regimes can give us smaller pressure drop compared to radial flow regime in original well. Okay, so the fracture can increase the productivity index by enhancing, making the wellbore radius bigger and changing the flow regime. And also we can have this new parameter called fracture conductivity index or fracture conductivity or dimensionless fracture conductivity, which can be calculated using this formula. So fracture permeability multiplied by fracture width divided by reservoir permeability multiplied by fracture half length. And from CFD, from dimensionless conductivity, we can calculate the skin factor because of the fracture. So here we have a plot in horizontal axis. On horizontal axis, we have CFD or FCD, the same. And here we have skin plus logarithmic natural of XF divided by RW. And we can also calculate the fold of increase, the increase of productivity due to the fracture can be calculated using this formula. Logarithmic natural of RE, reservoir radius, divided by wellbore radius, divided by the same, plus, this is very important, SF, fracture or skin factor due to fracture. And we can calculate, for example, like this one.